the heart of southeast Nigeria, the land weeps. Its once fertile soil, now scarred by gaping erosion. Swallows homes and dreams alike. Rivers run dry and communities struggle under the weight of displacement. Once vibrant farmlands are now wastelands, and the cries of children lost to insecurity and climate disaster echo louder than the laughter of better days. Here, resilience shines through, but it is not enough. Families cling to hope, yet hope cannot rebuild shattered homes, fill empty stomachs, or heal broken spirits. The crisis is not just about the land, it's about the people. The millions displaced, the livelihoods destroyed, and a region fighting to hold on to its future. This is their story, their struggle, their plea, a cry for hope, a call to action.
We have a lot of displacement, internally displaced people as a result of climate change impact. And how are they displaced? Especially where I come from, the southeast. It's through erosion, ecological problems, flooding. And it is in southeast that you find the erosion capital of the world, especially in Anambra State. But I'm from Abia State. And starting from home, then the federal constituency has not experienced any less of the impact of climate change. From Ozitam and Bende town to Uzuakoli to Mba Umime to Alai to Ugweke to Item to Ibere to Itumbuzo, and I can go on and on. There are serious ecological problems that houses are being swallowed by landslides. But unfortunately, people are not so much aware of this. The casualties they are great, that you need to be there to experience it. To the extent that the first motion I moved in the parliament as a first timer in 2019 was a motion that bordered on ecological problem. So it was one of the things that brought me to parliament, where people could not even bury their dead because there is no route to carry their dead to the burial ground. And I moved that motion for people of Mba Umime and said, we have to do something about it. Flood was destroying, people were not going to school, people were not going to markets. There was a divide between the farms and the markets. So harvest destruction, post-harvest destruction was so much. People who are ordinarily, farmers can no longer farm. So what it does is that it's a displacement that has led also to rural-urban migration. So people who were ordinarily active food producers in the rural areas, feeding the whole country, are now displaced and they're looking for shelter in the cities because the farms are gone. They've been sacked. And so many people are homeless. So if there's any place with emergency situation that needs intervention, it is the southeast.
The scars of erosion run deep in southeast Nigeria, carving through homes, schools, and farmlands. Climate change has amplified these challenges, displacing families and leaving entire communities vulnerable.
The flooding is so serious and so devastating that most of our farmlands are abandoned, because at the end you will toil for nothing. You will not reap what you worked for because of flooding. Myself, I'm a farmer, and my rice farm, I didn't cultivate it this year because of the flooding. I got total loss last year.
This is our farm where we are farming rice. But every year, every time we find the rice, flood will damage everything.
The most unfortunate is that we have lost our stream. Unfortunately, this is not the only one. Down there, we are going to see a very massive one again. That also has claimed buildings, and people have vacated the place. It's very unfortunate.
Our children, our mothers, all these aged women were displaced from where actually we're living. Even our children are no longer going to school. A lot of things are affected, that our houses are broken. And it had been a thought that we cannot find solution except if government come to help us in at least putting a stop to the problem, demarcating a place whereby we can have our access to farms and everything that we have to do within the environment.
Children, the future of this region, face an uncertain tomorrow. Overcrowded classrooms or no classrooms at all is the order of the day. Many children are out of school, unable to afford uniforms or fees.
Here we are is Boys Secondary School, Ogo. The condition of the school is in shambles. The hostel is no longer habitable. The classrooms are bad. Building collapsing against each other. So we are asking for the government intervention to come and rescue the school by renovating the structure and at the same time erecting new structures to give our children the best of education any modern society can think of.
Access to clean water is a daily struggle. The lack of proper sanitation has fueled the spread of waterborne diseases, leaving families vulnerable and desperate. The toll of displacement has left many battling malnutrition, preventable diseases, and the invisible scars of trauma.
The challenges we have is about water scarcity in our community. The source of water is a problem to us. So the community is lacking water. If the government can assist us in ensuring that we have a good source of water. If I take you to the place with the source of our drinking water, you pity the community, because before the children can go to school in the morning, they will come to that place to fetch the water for use in the homes. Then after that, they will begin to trek a very long distance to go to school. So it is a big challenge for the community. If the government can assist us in ensuring that we have a good drinking water in the community, that will be wonderful.
With farmlands destroyed and livelihoods lost, hunger looms large. Thousands live without proper shelter, exposed to the elements, waiting for the chance to rebuild their lives.
That they are hungry, they don't know what to do again. Even his children, he's missing most of his children, he don't know where they are. So on that help them in food, should help them because they lost a lot of things right there where they came from. That they are into farming, they are into different form of farming, rice farming, cassava farming, and other products. And now they are not doing anything where they are. That is calling for the attention of the government, that the government should intervene and help them.
Empowering communities with tools of trade can restore dignity and self-reliance. A small motorcycle or farming tools can make the difference between dependence and independence.
We need the financial support for our youth to support them to start doing something, because they say that idle mind is devil's workshop. If you continue staying idle every day, you think otherwise. But if you are busy doing something, your thinking will be straightforward. Please, we need sewing machines for our women who learned how to make use of it but no fund to buy it. If you can supply us as many as possible, God will bless you. We need machines for our youth to help themselves. They call it Okada or Keke na Pepe. Anyone you can lay hand on, we need it. We cannot go to the farm any longer.
The Southeast stands scarred by loss, but unbroken in spirit. Every eroded farmland, every displaced family, and every child without a classroom is a cry for help and a call to action.
So as you can see, we're in this community visiting them courtesy of Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, Honorable Benjamin Kalu. These are children. They are sons and daughters of people caught in the middle of crisis. This particular child lost both her parents. She's an orphan, and most of them, they don't have parents. This is a very sympathetic case. Some of them have been displaced due to flooding, landslides, and other issues. This issue has been lingering for so long, and nothing is being done. We're appealing to government. We're appealing to Ecological Funds Office. We're appealing to Budget Office. We're appealing to Mr. President to come to the aid of these people. They really need help.
These communities, like seeds waiting for rain, are ready to thrive if given the chance. Together, we can rebuild homes, restore dreams, and bring hope where despair has taken root.
The Southeast needs help at the moment. And self-help of the communities is happening a little bit, but not as impactful as it's supposed to be, because they need some of those gully erosions and ecological problems. It's not what you solve with contributions from community levy, by town unions. You can't fix it. For example, in Ozuakwali, which is under my federal constituency where I come from, the major one that is happening there has taken down a couple of buildings. And it's about consuming more. As we speak, people's lives are under threat in Ozuakwali, in Ozitem, in Bende, in all these places I mentioned to you, and across the entire Southeast. Anambra is the capital. Enugu, Ebonyi. Imo State is not left out. Go to Ebema Oguta area. By this time of the year, they are using boats to go from one neighbor's house to the other, and caused by flooding. But hardly do you hear about it. Hardly do we give it the kind of visibility that is supposed to be given to be able to, attract the needed intervention from the various quarters. And it's about time we'll start talking about it, because we're losing lives. The agencies that are set up by government to look at mitigation, look at adaptation, they should step up their game. If you are planting trees, plant more. If there's anything that is your mandate with regards to mitigation or adaptation, it's about time we take it seriously. And because if we protect our environment will protect us.
When we rebuild the Southeast, we rebuild humanity itself.
We want the government to encourage us.
We want government to help us.
We want the government as soon as possible
to resettle us so that our children can begin their school.
I want government to come and assist us to look into the problem of the erosion and know what they can do for us.
I have to thank Benjamin Kalu. I thank him for remembering us and then sending you people to come and see.
Join us in bringing hope and healing to Southeast Nigeria. Together, we can make a difference.